lace up the helmets and buckle the boots. It's time for Tiger football.
We're real fortunate in Lake City. We have a wonderful community. We have a great teaching staff with wonderful students, a very supportive community, and we really want to thank the Ed Foundation for all that they do. A little bit about our school. We're a 7-12 school, about 100 students per grade, and what I like to tell people is we have big school opportunities in a small school environment where teachers really get to know their kids. We have 11 AP classes that give kids college credit opportunities. Our senior class graduates Lake City as a class earning over 500 college credits each year. We also have 18, 19 extracurricular activities for kids. And that combined with our wonderful band and choir program and all the clubs that we have, kids can come to Lake City and they can find their niche, they can get a great experience and still have a small school feel where teachers really get to know who they are. One question that I get a lot is, what are the biggest changes that you've seen in education? I'm in my 23rd year, 24th year in education right now, and so much has changed from when I was a teacher. My first year teaching was the first year of the internet, 1995, and so the two big things that I would say have really transformed education would be technology and rigor. A couple things with tech. If you went down to our tech ed, industrial tech area right now with the robotics and the computer science and the hands-on opportunities with 3D printers that are available, it would probably shock a lot of people. Expectations for kids has really shot through the roof. I was a math teacher. When I was in my first year teaching, kids did not have to take Algebra 1 to graduate. Now they have to take Algebra 1, Geometry, and Algebra 2 to earn a high school diploma. They also have to take Chemistry or Physics to earn a high school diploma. That is a major increase in rigor, and that combined with all the college credit opportunities that kids have, it's really raised the expectations for kids, and I think in a good way has helped kids be better prepared for life after high school.
Thank you, Lake City Education Foundation.
The literature circle sets are part of my classroom library. The classroom library exists from a generous donation from the foundation, as well as some books that I've gathered from garage sales and book sales. Essentially, it is a way for students to have access to books in the classroom. There are over 50 sets of literature circle books, about 3 or 4 books apiece. So I have over 150 books in the classroom library. Direct access to the books is a great way to get students reading more. They read for 10 minutes every day at the beginning of class, and then every Friday they have a book chat with their peers to talk about what's going on in their book. It could be plot, it could be characters, it might even be about themes or connections to their own life. Students have really benefited from the Literature Circle book seed. As teenagers get busy and have many commitments as they grow older, reading often falls by the wayside, and I want to make sure that they still have a rich reading life. So I see them just sheerly having more exposure to books, hopefully making more connections to the world around them, and also allowing them to understand that reading can be fun and can be a lifelong activity.
I'm enjoying that people get to read more books and see what they like and what they want to read when they grow up or on their free time.
It helps us comprehend better and make us better readers and have a higher vocabulary.
Yeah, we got medicine balls this year. They're a special type of medicine balls. They're ones that you can throw against the wall, ones that you can throw against the floor without damaging the floors or the walls. So really versatile in all the things that we can do this year with them. The trends in 2018 for fitness is functional fitness, high-intensity interval training. Honestly, I want to give kids as many opportunities as possible so when they leave high school, they feel comfortable at a gym, they feel comfortable signing up for a fitness class, they know what they're doing when they're in college, when they want to go work out with a buddy in a gym. So each day, typically during the warm-ups, we spend about 5-10 minutes doing different kind of functional fitness exercises. I'm introducing them to as many different ones as possible. Miss Manna and I always work together, and starting in 7th grade, by the time they're done in 10th grade, they have hundreds of different exercises that they can take with them for the rest of their lives. I give them a choice. Kids get a lot of different choices in my class, so there's 6-pound, 8-pound, 12-pound, and 14-pound medicine balls. So those are always nice because kids decide, hey, if they want to challenge themselves a little bit more today, they can get the heavier one. If they're like, ease back a little bit, they can get the lighter one.
I think they're a really good tool for our Phy Ed class. We'll use them a lot this winter when we're inside, and we even used them on the tennis courts last unit.
The lab quests are something that we've actually been using for 20 years here in Lake City, but we needed new ones. After 20 years, they wear out. We got some new ones about 10 years ago, and then the batteries stopped working, things like that. So we were able to secure funding, thanks to the Lake City Education Foundation, for 16 new ones. And what these do is they're more user-friendly, but we can still use the same probes that we've always had. And we can also hook these up to the iPads that all students have. So that was another plus of getting new ones for this year.
Thank you, Lake City Education Foundation.
Hello, I'm Jim Borgschatz, elementary principal at Bluffview Elementary. Welcome to our school. We have a great tour for you today. Please enjoy this next few minutes with us. One of the most exciting things that are happening in our school right now is that our Bluffview expansion, and we've added about 30% to our building. We already have a very large building, but we're adding on 5 kindergarten rooms, a preschool classroom, gymnasium, and also a cafeteria, just to say a few things, plus some other remodels. We're very excited, and we are ready to have this space being used in the fall of 2019. Tiger Pride is slightly different in the elementary than it is in the high school. At the elementary, we have 4 core areas that we pride ourselves in, and that pride is being respectful, being responsible, being safe, and being positive. You can ask any student or any staff what it means to have Tiger Pride in our building, and they'll be able to tell you what it looks like, what it sounds like.
Tiger Pride is about safeness, respectfulness, responsibility, and what was the possibility? Sorry.
Tiger Pride is where when you're nice to other people, you might get a tiger paw.
Be safe, and when you run, you should not be mean to people, and don't yell at people even though they're trying to do something nice.
You will probably see a number of staff with tiger paws, they're called, and it's a green or white or any color that we want. And when we catch someone being good, we give them a tiger paw.
Well, Tiger Pride is being safe, respectful, responsible, and positive.
I've always really liked to have a variety of seats in my room, and I saw we had a student last year that brought their own wobble stool to school, and I saw how lots of kids wanted to use it. And there's many kids that don't like to necessarily sit still. It's kind of challenging at times because 5th graders really like to sit by their friends. So we have to learn who we can work best with. Do I work best when I'm standing, or if I'm moving around, or if I'm on the floor? So we have to figure out those things out, and that can take time and some patience, but it is definitely well worth it in the end.
I like about flexible seating because then you can move around, and it can give you opportunities to change the way that you sit and may help you concentrate more.
Thank you, Lake City Education Foundation.
Yeah, we just started using IXL this year. It's been a good experience so far. I mean, it's helped a lot with differentiation. We like it. It also gives instant feedback to students throughout the days, so they're not waiting either for a teacher to help them out for a question that they might have made a mistake or had a little trouble on their first attempt. And also, we like it for challenging, whether it's a student that goes above and beyond, or somebody that might maybe need a little extra help to get caught up for 6th grade. So
it is helping me because I get to go ahead sometimes in math. Sometimes I don't get stuff and it stays at the same level, and I can keep on doing that, but I really like that.
Whether they need to make sure that they're challenged. So this is where they make their own goals on IXL, and whether somebody is trying to do 8th grade math or 7th grade math, or it might be the other end they might need a little bit extra help in the 5th grade, whether they're missing a skill here or there that they need a little extra help.
It's better than accelerated math because we don't have to wait to get adjectives, and we can go ahead and other stuff like that.
It's helping me because I don't have to wait for him to assign me more things to do. I can just go ahead, and if you want to do, say I want to advance myself more, I can do 8th grade or 9th grade, or you can go down more if you don't feel confident with yourself enough, and I like that about IXL.
We do a lot of prep work ahead of time, so with the first field trip that we take in the fall to the History Center, will have already studied the Dakota and the Ojibwe and the fur trade, which are 3 huge components of that museum. So they've already had the book experience, and now they're able to tie in the actual 3-dimensional artifacts to it, which really enhances the learning. And then in the spring, when we go to the Capitol and the Alexander Ramsey House, we do the same thing, that we've moved further along, so by the time they go to the Alexander Ramsey House, they've got a lot of background in all of the settlement in Minnesota that has led up to statehood. And then the Capitol, we have a unit on government, and the kids actually try and get bills passed into law in our classroom.
Eagle Bluff is a environmental learning facility located in southeastern Minnesota, not far from Lanesboro, Minnesota, kind of between Lanesboro, Minnesota and Fountain, Minnesota. Eagle Bluff has phenomenal facilities. They have dorms that sleep up to 8 students per room. They have a dining facility in which the students often say that the dining and the food there is one of their favorite things. A large amount of acreage that surrounds them. The Root River is right in their backyard. Lots of wooded area and so forth to do all of their activities that they do with students year round.
Eagle Bluff is really fun because they have so many activities for you, and the food is delicious, and they're really nice.
We are using them in reading class, we're using them in writing, and we're also using them in social studies. In social studies, we're using I Survived the American Revolution to teach about the American Revolution a different way instead of just always using the social studies book. Then in book club, in reading class, we have small groups, and we call them book club. When they're reading the I Survived, the Who Was, we have more than one copy now, so we can have kids read those and then meet with the teacher, go over the books, talk about what happened in the story, ask some higher order thinking questions, and they're able to ask each other questions, and they can really relate to those books because there's usually a character in there that is living through that event. And then there's also the real life events that are happening in that story and that are depicting what happened in history, so they learn about the history of that as well.
My name is Melissa Nelson, and I am a teacher at Bluffview Elementary School. We have a vocational skills program where the children go and do different jobs around the school. While participating in the vocational skills program, the students are learning life skills that they will be able to apply to jobs in the future. The students learn how to behave appropriately and politely in various locations around the school, how to interact and communicate professionally with staff and students. The students earn 5 cents per day and use a punch card to keep track of their time. The students save all year in order to participate in the culminating activity, which is going to Subway. At Subway, the students order and pay independently. They practice using restaurant manners while eating at Subway. The students have learned independence, responsibility, and communication skills through the vocational program. They take great pride in their work and feel like an important part of the school community. Thank you, Lake City Ed Foundation, for the opportunity you have given these students.
Hamba,